Construction Coach here. In today's video, we're going to take a close look at house wrap, or commonly known as building paper. The two reasons you need exterior house wrap or building paper is to prevent moisture and air from getting into the exterior walls. No exterior finish is perfectly watertight or airtight. Reason two is air leaks. You cover up so many potential air leaks with house wrap, like where the wall meets the floor, or where the sheeting meets, or the gaps you leave between your sheetings are a couple examples of where air leaks are prevented when using a house wrap. In North America, there are many different building paper products. I'm going to show you the ones that I've used on my cabin, and that'll help you make a choice on what you're going to use on your project. On areas where there could be extra moisture or snow driven at my walls, or I'm getting really close with the asphalt up to the bottom of the siding, I'm using a Blueskin membrane to go across the bottom. For the majority of my walls, I'm using Tyvek Home Wrap. This is going to be where the siding is covering, where the vertical siding is covering. This paper is pretty much what I'm going to use for the whole build. This is meant to run up the wall starting at the bottom so that you can complete your watershed, your shingling effect, so the water will not get in behind. You are to lap on vertical joints 6 inches and wrap on horizontal joints 6 inches. Also like to finish it off with some sheathing tape. Red or blue with exterior is fine. Only blue for vapor barrier inside homes. So we're not using the red anymore. We're going to 100% blue for the vapor barrier, or whichever for the home wrap. And third, this is just regular tar paper. This is what we used to use a lot of before Tyvek became popular. This I'm still going to use behind my stone veneer in 2 layers. One layer is there to do the normal watershed protecting the building. The second layer is the sacrificial layer that the mortar will adhere to. So 2 layers of this tar paper where the brick veneer is going to go, or stone veneer. And to attach most of this, I'm going to use my Arrow T50 stapler with some 3/8 staples. I've got a little trick that I like to use, an Irwin quick clamp. When you are doing an install by yourself and you've got long rolls, this will come in very handy. It's really the only way I figure you can do a large job by yourself. And obviously a utility knife to cut the sheeting. Here's a window detailed out with the flashing on top, taped down the sides. And I'm going to show you a door. Double flashed, one on the top of the door, one on top of the batten. And here's the deck board ledger. You can see the flashing on top, underneath the paper, and over the top of the 2x10 that will be the backing board for the deck. Now I'll show you this 69-foot long wall. I'm using a 9-foot roll of the Tyvek, and you can see I'm using my Irwin quick clamp attached to a little L bracket that I screw to the wall. So I usually move it along and then stop and clamp it to the L bracket and then go back and staple. This is very, very handy method because there is no way to start and stop without putting the roll down, but then it will just unroll. I'm just putting a batten trim around the electrical panel. I started by putting a flashing on top of the gray box first, then a roll of paper. Then I battened out the electrical box with some trim and another flashing on top, followed by some more paper. This is a perfect example of layering the paper properly. And you can see here on the tall wall, I'm now going underneath the Typar paper that's at the top where the trusses are, and I'm shingling over top of the belly band 3-foot strip that I put down through, which is also over top of the 9-foot strip. So no way for water to go up and around that. Here's a close look at a window detail for the paper. I've got my Blueskin on the sill, overlapping the Tyvek flap underneath, and my side paper shingling over top of that. Okay, I've got my sealant applied all the way around the perimeter of the nailing flange, except for the bottom. I'm gonna set this window up and glance down the sides to approximately put it center of the opening. Check for a quick rough level on it.